So hold on. So apparently Riva is a low-key hater. I did not see this coming.
Of Riva. I know. She doesn't like me. Riva, if you're watching this, I don't know why you don't like me. I really don't.
Really?
I really don't. I know, because you wouldn't know, because of the episodes, you don't see it. Being really rude to me and saying certain things. But then literally, all of a sudden, she don't want to talk to me no more. Like, I'll say hi to her. You're right, Riva. She won't even talk.
I don't normally do reviews of even extra chats, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this is probably the first actual chat that I watch back to front from an extra episode. I don't really watch them. It's something about Nunu that just, I don't know, I don't want to say the word captivating, but it was just interesting to watch. I was looking forward to see her answers. I don't know what it is, but the thing about her is interesting and appealing to the point where I actually watched the entire back chat extra episode. It was the first ever one I've ever watched in my entire life. I don't know why, I was just drawn to it. But there's a lot of things that was being said, and a lot of people were telling me via Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You guys were obviously emailing me as well, letting me know what my thoughts are. I thought I'd watch it because of that, and these are going to be my thoughts. I'm actually quite shocked. I didn't expect Riva to be hating on the lowdown. I don't know what that is, but we need to remember, before I divulge into this, we need to remember that we only know one part of the story. We don't know two parts, so we don't know if she might have said something, she might have done something. But the thing is about Nunu, if there's one thing that we can all agree on, is that she is honest. She is very honest. She's just how she's just brutal. So normally when she says things like this, although obviously we shouldn't conclude, we take it completely for face value. And we already feel like she's saying the truth, and I feel like she is. I'm actually quite shocked, and she got quite emotional.
It's sad.
Oh, bless.
It is actually quite sad.
Nunu.
I don't know what to make of it, because everybody knows that I love Riva. Like, I love her as a character, I love her as a person. When she speaks, she owns the room, she dominates the room, she speaks the truth. We all know that. But what I can say about it is that to an extent, Riva is mature enough to not have her beef displayed on a show for us to see. But if you don't like someone, even if you don't like them for whatever reason, you need to be civilized with them in the particular environment. And if she's saying hi to you and you're just ignoring her, that's just rude. And no matter how much I love people, I have to be real at the same time. And Riva, I love you, but if this story is true, then I'm going to lose respect for you as a person, because I feel like that is disgusting. You cannot just dismiss someone because you don't like them. Of course, you have the right to talk to not people, whoever it is. You have the right to talk to them, to not talk to them, but you have to at least be civilized in an environment with your colleagues, even if you don't like them. That's what I'm trying to say. So when I saw that, I was like, what?
She's been rude to me on several occasions, disrespectful actually. And I said to her, look, you don't talk to me like that, like, that's disrespectful.
And I'm not one to dabble in conspiracies and gossip and all this nonsense and, you know, say, oh my god, someone hates this person. Like, we don't know, so we shouldn't be accusing people. But at the same time, there is a tendency of Nunu to tell the truth. This is what she normally does, so you would take it for face value. You probably, as right now, although I can't make a wholesome conclusion, I am more inclined to agree with Nunu, because she normally is a truth teller, regardless if it's right or wrong. She tells the truth, and there's a likability factor about it. Probably why I watched this extra episode back to front. I didn't even skip it, anything. I watched the entire thing. I don't ever watch extra episodes because I ain't got time for that. But I watched it and it was interesting, and she's something about her that really just drew me in. So I feel like there's a likability and a possibility that she is telling the truth, and if there is, then like I said, I will lose respect for you, Riva, because that's just quite disgusting. Having said that, I feel like she is still mature enough to not have that beef displayed for us to know, so we didn't know that. So that's probably, you know, we can't argue that she's not mature, but you need to have your reasons, and you know, she might be jumping on the bandwagon subconsciously. That's what I feel like Riva's doing, because everybody else is hating on it. It comes across to me like I was shocked when I heard that. I was like, why are you lying, Nunu? Because if anything, anybody who comes to your defense on the show, it is Riva, so you would have completely expect someone else. So I don't know where this is coming from, and this story needs further inspection and further validation. I will not leave the story to rest, because I actually want to find out why Nunu has said this. So hopefully this might come alight to the reunion, we don't know, or further episodes. But it is quite shocking to hear, because if it is true, I will lose respect to you for Riva, and I feel like it's disgusting to be able to have. You shouldn't be able to just ignore someone, like, just because you dislike them. You need to show at least some form of respect, at least, the very least, for your colleagues on the show, because you are colleagues. So I don't know what that is, but I thought, let me get into that first. I was quite shocked, irritated. Let me know what you guys think about that particular. Do you believe Nunu? Do you believe that Riva's like this? What are your opinions on Riva? Do you feel like we need to hear the second side of the story? Whoa. And then we got Nunu and Esther. Now, Esther can talk whatever nonsense and excuses that she can make, but Esther's been hating on Nunu from the get-go, from the beginning. You can just tell from the eyes.
And your tweet to how it all went off. You tweeted Esther. What did you tweet Esther? You tweeted her, say the first one.
I said I don't fucking like
you. Then she quoted that and said,
I said, you're so rude to me. And then she said,
it's been like 2 months since filming, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
The way she'd look in the body language. No, I don't need a narrator, you know, saying she's not educated, that you don't say somebody's not educated when the girl's graduating. It's just nonsense. And she's made the most nonsense conversations and points on the show, but yeah, she's first in line to say somebody else is not educated. We all can see it. She's very bitter. It's unfortunate. Attempting to make the excuse that she's looking like that because that's how she's expressing herself. At the end of the day, if that's the way you express yourself or not, you need to know that what you're doing is coming off as rude, and it's clearly showing rude expressions, which probably means that inside you're feeling annoyed with this particular person. For whatever reason, we don't know. But it's immature, it's annoying and uncomfortable to watch. So I'm not going to really go into this Esther and Nunu nonsense.
What I didn't like is the way that she treated me on that show, right? Because I look back at it, and let's be honest, I don't watch Esther on her own when she's like, I'm looking at everyone, so I'm not focusing on Esther. But when I look back and I start seeing the way Esther was looking at me every time I said something, it really irritated me.
But as far as I'm concerned, this whole thing with Riva, I hope it's not true. I hope there's a clear explanation, and I hope we get that explanation, because now I'm kind of eager to find out what's going on between these two. So hopefully the reunion can clarify and bring some clarity to this situation. However, I feel like Nunu probably is saying the truth, and there's something might be going on behind the scenes. We don't know. As for Esther and Nunu, Esther's been hating from day one. It's just how it is. She was hating on Azariah the first season now, and she's picked a new target, which is Nunu. Like, she's a gratification pleaser. I already outlined this in my review earlier this week, but it's quite shocking coming from. I didn't even know that there was Twitter beef between Esther and Nunu. I didn't even follow on that at all. I just been a bit of exams and everything, and literally exams have just finished, so I'm happy that's all done and over. But yeah, but let me know what you guys think about this particular issue that is probably snowballing into something huge, and I feel like something definitely will happen with Nunu in the reunion. We can just tell. I don't know what it is with Nunu, or whether it's going to be with Esther or Riva or I don't know who, or the boys, Lucas, whatever. Something's going to happen related to Nunu, so we're just going to keep our eyes peeled for that. But let me know what you guys think of this particular review, and let me know what you guys think of the thoughts of what I've been speaking about, and whether you're on, like, I don't know if you're on a team, or if there's sides to pick, or if there's any validity to these stories. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me on my Snapchat, my Twitter, my website, and my Instagram, Murad_Merali, and subscribe if you guys like my reviews. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon.